Okay, so in order to back up your files and folders, you have to first determine how much space will these files and folders use on a separate device. Okay, so for this example here, I have this wallpaper folder. Okay, so in order to figure out how much space that this folder will use, you move the mouse over to it, right click, and then go to Properties. And right here, it says Size on Disk. So it is 81.7 megabytes. Okay, so now I know that I at least need about 90 megabytes of storage space. So once I have that, I can go and plug in my device, rather it's a USB or an external hard drive or. Okay, so I'm gonna click on the folder down here, and this is the device that I'm going to use as my backup. Okay, and now there's another step here. So, if you have a device that you already have files and folders on, rather as a friend that helped you, family member, or whatever, then just wait for the step after this. Okay, so if you have a device that's about 128 gigabytes or so many terabytes, you will need to right click the device, go down to Format. Okay, so if you have a device that's 128 gigabytes or bigger, it could also be like that with 64 gigs too. You will want to change the file system to NTFS, and you can leave this as is, but for some reason I like to do default allocation size. And then you choose a name that you want to call the device, type that in here, so blah blah blah. Okay, and then once you've done that, you can click start. But in this case, I am going to use FAT32, change this to default, and then for the label, I'm just going to put backup. Okay, and then once all this is correct, we can go start, and then you will get a message and it's warning you. If there is any data on this drive that you are about to format, all of that will be erased. That's why I said if you already have a device that you already have files and folders on, you don't need to do this step. But in this case, I am going to click OK. All right. And then this box is saying format complete. So I'm going to click OK and then close. Okay, so I'm gonna move this folder back over here, and Then I want to click on this folder here, and we want to open up this device here. So we can double click, and this is the device. Okay, so there's a couple ways that I can do this. I can drag and drop. Okay, or, okay, in this, I'm going to delete this folder so I can show you the other way to do it. Okay, so you can go to the folder, right click on it, and then go over here to these two papers. I still don't know what to call it. So you can go to this little icon here. Once you've clicked on it, you can right click on the empty space inside the device here, and then click on the clipboard with the paper. And now it's copying those files again. Okay, so let's say you don't want that folder to just be on the empty space. You want to create a folder. So you would go over here to where it says new and has a circle with the plus sign there, and then click folder, and now you can put my backup. Okay, and then again you can right click on the folder, go to copy, and then open up this folder, and then right click, paste. Alright, so that part is done. And just so you know, and just in case, how I deleted these folders, you definitely don't want to do that if those folders are what you are backing up. Okay, so let's say this is kind of going to be a weird example, but let's just say you want to back up your user folder in Windows. So you'd click on the folder here, and then you would go to the one that has the drive and the four little squares on it, and then we'll go to users, and right here is the user folder. So we can right click, go to properties, okay. So this is saying that I will need at least 4 gigs of storage space to copy this folder to. Okay. So if you want to copy all the content of this folder to a USB drive, you would do the same steps again and right click, copy, and then we'd go to paste. But I'm not going to do that in this one or this tutorial here. So what I like to do is go into the user folder here, and we want to click on just one of the folders, and on the keyboard CTRL and then the letter A, which highlights all the folders inside of this user folder here, and then right click, copy, and then afterwards go back to the device that you're using for backup, right click on an empty spot, and then go to paste.